in the year 2000, you actually began work on your debut LP titled 24K that ultimately never officially got released due to it being leaked. I was wondering if you can actually tell our listeners a bit more about that. And then did you guys ever find out who unfortunately leaked that project? Because I got to say, man, if that project didn't get leaked and actually came out the way it was supposed to, I got to say that would definitely be the album of the decade, in my honest opinion.
Oh man, thank you, man. I'm glad and I'm happy that you feel that way. And that was my rookie album, so I was nervous as hell. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm not sure on this, cause I was in a, like Pun already went platinum. We got Joe that he went gold after Pun. So my expectancy was to really be, the more or equate to them. So I didn't have that type of energy because I'm saying as far as like, the patent in the back. Pun was there, but as soon as Pun did Capital Punishment, like they already wanted him, besides shows and tours he was doing, they wanted him to do the Yeah Baby album, and he was busy. I understood that. That's my brother, and he would listen to some of my songs that I would send him, and he'd be like, "Yo, this shit's crazy." So he gave me that much. Joe was actually getting paid for me to be my manager, and at the time, he was also my label owner, the label owner, Terror Squad Records, which I was under him and Atlantic Records. But that was really my first project, like 24 Karat. So I was never a dolo artist. I was never a solo artist. I was always a team player. I was always part of a team, full of kids, rough and rugged. We got, and then of course the Terror Squad. So I was thrown in that whole thing of teamwork. And actually, we did the Terror Squad album before I did. During while I was doing my 24K. So Joe wanted to work on that album because he had a whole deal with Atlantic Records that he got the Terror Squad deal from, that they gave him $10 million. And while that was happening, I was doing it for Atlantic. I was working on mine. But it's not like they all came to my studio and helped me out with shit like I did with them. So I was really pretty much myself. So I'm second guessing myself. At the same time, I know they hot. I know I gave some great material. I know, there's some songs that definitely are timeless to me in there. The Hey Mamas, the Still Telling Lies, the one with Pink, that was a crazy joint. So to come back and hear the response from like Craig Commons, which was the CEO from Atlantic Records, that gave me the deal, to be like kind of not like feeling the songs to a certain point between him and Joe. Questioning my the value or the hotness of the album or the songs I was making and everything. Kind of got me questioning, a lot of things. And then of course, when it never dropped because of situations that happened, as far as like the infrastructure of me and Joe, with the problems, and then him being the middleman between me and Craig Common, which, like I said, he's the one that approves it, and then you get the budget for the thing. So after I did the Flowers for the Dead, I did Still Telling Lies, the singles that came off the 24K album. That was setting it up. So after that stopped and it broke apart, then it gets leaked. So then, right now, you ask me that question as far as like, do you know who leaked it or whatever? To me, I tell you, definitely you have to be Fat Joe. And I think he profited over this. And I think, the reason I say that is not because I feel any towards way. I'm saying for a business reason and who had control of my records. It was only Atlantic Records, which was Craig Common in them, and that's a company that would not gain anything from that unless, somebody from the A&R department took it and put it out there on their own and did some funny shit with it. And in that case, we all probably stomped them out and found out who did it. So we had a reputation, especially Fat Joe. We had a reputation, the whole Terror Squad, to beat up bootleggers if they sold our stuff, or anybody we knew, any friends of ours that rap. We've done that. And so I know how we stood against the bootleggers at that time. We don't let nobody bootleg our stuff. So for my record to be bootlegged the way it was bootlegged, which was a catch-22 for me. Because if it didn't come out, you probably wouldn't even respect my craft the way y'all would do, because y'all heard it. But the way it came out and there's no consequences, repercussions behind it, where people was getting beat up, and because it's still property of Joe and Atlantic Records still, because they have. So for that to be bootlegged that much, I would have to say it was definitely an inside job. And I don't think that within Joe's group of people that I came up with, as far as the Terror Squad and Joe being the leader of that, Joe would have let that happen if he wasn't getting $1 from it. And that's just my honest, true answer of that riddle right there. Who leaked the 24K album? But like I said, it was a catch-22, so I cannot be mad. And I believe in great energy and positive, and God, that he always had my back, even when I thought I took an L, I really took a win. And even when those that try to do bad stuff, it's still, it was a positive, more positive side than a negative. So at the end of the day, yeah, but if you ask me, Cuban Link Felix, that question as a person, and the person that knows the infrastructure of that, I would have to say that, Joe had definitely something to do with leaking that album.